all the elders, choir, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good afternoon to you all. AKA Luken Smith. I can't speak, I can listen. I can't be seen, but I can be heard. As you stand upon a shore gazing at a beautiful sea. Those who, being old there, never truly leaves us. They live on in the kindness they showed, the comfort they shared, and the love they brought into our lives. Mr. Luken Smith, the second son of Adina Johnson and Daniel Smith, was born on May 10, 1952 at Holland Village in the parish of St. Elizabeth. Mr. Luken Smith was loved, nourished, and cherished under the care of his dear mother and father. While growing up, Mr. Smith was a very smart and intelligent child. Therefore, he started school at a tender age at the Holland Elementary School. There he was a very outstanding student. Mr. Smith as a child was an introvert who loved to be by himself. But whenever you see him, his handsome smile would be the first to greet you. However, as he grew up, he became a people's person, friendly, kind, and a jovial individual. During his childhood days, Mr. Smith always loved to play and give lots of jokes. He and his other siblings and children in the community would always gather in his yard to play with games, football, hide and seek, etc. While growing up, it was always fun for him and his other siblings to go to maras to swim and catch fish, and that will also help with the family part. He and his siblings always maintained a good relationship. There was never a quarrel between them. Luken was a hard worker and a farmer at heart. Therefore, he sought employment at the Holland estate, and there he worked as a tractor driver for many years. One Friday evening after leaving work, upon reaching Shaw's Hill, then on our way to mother to cook their regular Friday soup, Mr. Smith saw her and with blushing eyes said, "But I'm really surprised where I come from." Miss Madge, as we affectionately called her, did not hesitate to respond. I made no sense. They caught each other's eye, fell in love, and began a relationship in 1975. This relationship grew as Miss Marjorie got pregnant with their only child. It was a beautiful experience. The love between Mr. Smith and Miss Barrett even grew stronger and stronger. He then realized that Miss Marjorie was a beautiful gem and a virtuous woman. Therefore, he looked into himself and realized that bird cannot fly on one wing, and life without Marjorie would be boring. He would not let this pretty lady, as she sees her, slip from his hand. Therefore, to be his wife. And on the 17th of December in the year 1988, they got married. They pledged to have and to hold in sickness and in health, and she became his wife even unto death. Wally was a very ambitious and independent individual. Therefore, after redundancy at the Holland estate in 1982, he began his own business as a bus driver. Luken was one of the best drivers of his time. He was kind and loving, especially to the children that would travel on his bus to school. Fear or no fear, it would not be a bother for him to take them to school. He was a skillful driver. However, in 1993, he met in an accident and had to discontinue his driving. That still did not stop him from continuing to earn a living with the help of his lovely wife. He continued with his farming, rearing of cows, chicken, his grocery shop, his birds. He was a lover of birds. Not to mention his spicy, juicy roast fish and Thursdays and Saturday nights. I am sure that we would all agree that Mr. Smith's house was a home to many, and he would take in many children as his home, send them to school, care for them as his own. We all can also agree that Mr. Smith's yard in our village was a playground for a lot of children in the community. And no matter how noisy they would be, he would never send them home because he was a lover of children. Mr. Smith, affectionately known as Luken, Wally, was married to his beautiful wife for 33 years. She remembered him as her lover, very affectionate, kind, loving, her best friend, and would never exchange him for another, even if she had a chance to choose all over again. She remembered him telling her from time to time, "Madge, you work too hard, and if anything should happen to you, I can't take care of you." Because that's what Miss Madge also was a lover of fishing. She loved her fishing very much, and he would always discourage her from going to the river. However, because he loved her so much, when she insisted to go, he would prefer to take her himself just to make sure she is safe. This would make both of them laugh together as they reminisce on their beautiful memories they shared. Mr. Smith realized that life is good, but without the Lord, it's not good enough. Therefore, he started to visit the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Middlesex, St. Elizabeth. And there he met the Lord, became converted, and decided to give himself to the Lord fully. He got baptized on the 15th of May, 2015, and became a member of the same assembly. Mr. Smith loved his church. When it comes to the Sabbath, he would be ready to go. Even when his wife decided not to go, he would get up, dress up, and say, "Madge, I'm coming." And if she decides not to go, he would wait on her. Even when she took some time to get ready. But then he would say, "Why do you know what you have to do so? We take too long for ready, man." He was a motivator to his beautiful wife, especially when it comes on to church. Mr. Smith's only son migrated to the United States of America to be with his beautiful wife, and would often invite his father to visit them. He would often refuse, saying he's afraid of the plane ride, because no one know him. However, in 2016, he decided to take a trip. Mr. Smith's fears turned into joy. And after he returned from his first trip, he was full of excitement. I remember him telling me how much he loved the plane ride and wanted to travel every year. He told me how he enjoyed himself by eating delicious meals prepared by his beautiful daughter-in-law, and the many different places both of them took him to. And wow, he loves the culture. So much he said, "I will live here, Orita." I was very happy for him. Mr. Smith was his passion for food. Even though he loves to see lots of food, his wife, mother, will have to keep the pot bubbling with his favorite meals, curry goat, stew beef, and his glass of sauce juice to top it off. Mr. Smith was ill for a short while and would take many trips to his private practitioner as well as the Black River Hospital. On his sick bed, his beautiful wife would take very good care of him. He would never wanted her to leave his side. However, on the 11th of October, 2022, his situation took a turn for the worse and was taken to the Black River Hospital where he was admitted. I went to visit him many times and he seems. But on the morning of October 15, his wife remembered visiting him and he made a request of all that he needed her to take for him during the evening visit. He requested soup, coconut water, among other items. In the evening, his wife, Mrs. Smith, his son Fabian, and daughter-in-law Andrea went to visit him. Upon approaching, his wife remembered where she realized he was playing with the window beside his bed. She called out to him and he replied, "I know where to come." But she reminded him that she went to church and had to wait for the time for the evening visit for her to return. He knew that the Lord was ready for him. Though he was dying, he remained joyful. He took a sip of his coconut water. His wife realized he wasn't taking much, and his countenance has changed from what she saw during the morning visit. It was as if he was waiting on them to return before he took his last breath. His wife ran to call his son and daughter-in-law. On his dying bed, his wife, Mrs. Smith, held her husband in her arms and prayed while encouraging him to talk to the Lord. That's the strength of a loving wife and the bond they shared. The master decided to take his loving son home. On October 15, 2022, at approximately 3:17 p.m., Mr. Smith passed away quietly and peacefully at the Black River Hospital in the presence of his son, his daughter-in-law, in the arms of his dearly loved wife. We cannot forget all what you shared and the many beach trips you took the children of the community on, and all those valuable lessons that you have taught. With a listening ear, you were always there with a reassuring smile. You were the special gift we shared. You said and did it all with love. Luken died, leaving wife Marjorie, son Fabian, daughter-in-law Andrea, mother Adina, one stepson Bruce, one adopted brother Dean, step-grandchildren, 2 sisters, 6 brothers, nieces, nephews, and a host of relatives and friends to mourn his death. When you were born, you cried and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cried and you be pleased with life. We should not be displeased with death because it comes from the hand of the same master. I look at life as a gift of God. Now that he wants it back, I have no right to complain. To the living, I am gone. To the fearful, I will never return. To the angry, I was cheated. To the faithful, I never left. And to the happy, I am at peace. Uncle, you can? I know you can't hear me. But God saw you in it. And a cure was not to be. So he put his arms around you and whispered, come to me. With tearful eyes, we watched you go. Although we loved you dearly, we could not make you stay. A golden heart stopped beating. Our working hands at rest. God broke our hearts to prove to us he always takes the best. Sleep on the UK. Sleep and take your rest. Head upon thy Savior's breast. We love you well. Jesus loved you best. May your soul rest in peace and life perpetual shine upon you and give you peace. Good night, UK. Good night, Wally. Good night, Mrs. Smith. I thank you.
And now we have the first. Please be seated while everyone else is. Everyone else who's not a member of the family, please stand. Let us pray. Merciful Father God, who art in heaven, truly you have blessed us with the life of Brother UK. Lord, we just thank you for being a loving God, for caring for us. And even though in our grief, you stay. Even now in this broken situation, you have your hand. You know what it feels like when somebody loses a loved one. You understand. So we pray, oh God, that you might comfort the grieving ones. We pray, God, that you might visit them. We pray, God, that you may constantly provide for them and help them to understand that you are blessed to be supportive to the family. Keep us according to your will. In Jesus' precious name we pray. Amen.
All right, please be seated. It's raining all around us. We have just one more item that remains in your program to go. Just one more. And this one has to do with, now it goes to community love to give. So we're going to invite you, we're going to ask you, the deacons and deaconesses just to give a special wedding offering as a from the restored way. There's a lot of third and day, and like to prepare us and put in place here. Some says in the streets, by and by, yes, we shall meet in the street by and by. We shall meet on the beautiful shore. We shall sing on the beautiful shore the melodious songs of the blessed, and the spirit shall sorrow no more. Let us sigh for the blessing of rest. Yes, the church is singing in the streets. We shall be there in the streets by and by. Yes, I was with missionaries on the beautiful shore. Our bountiful Father above, we will offer a tribute of praise for the glorious gift of His love. And the blessing that follow our days will always sing in the streets. We shall meet on the beautiful shore. you very much for being such a wonderful audience. You did behave yourself well. I'm just going to ask you just to record us as we try to make our way get going outside. And I think you're very nice outside a little bit. So I'm going to ask you just to take your seat as we bring this service to a close. So the research of here that we're using to lead the church is singing the Lord of Jesus, His mercy and His grace. By the time we begin to sing the chorus, the platform party will go down before the casket. I'm going to invite you right now on the tables to take up their position or maybe pall bearers, because like we said, at the singing of the refrain, we will go down, look for the casket will follow, and then the immediate family members will come behind the casket, and then the rest of you will come behind the family members. So could you please stand with me as we sing the procession on hymn, and we know by now that we will make our way to the Holland Village Cemetery. Please stand with us as we sing the procession on hymn. Sing the one of the Lord Jesus. His mercy and grace in the light shall part blessed. He prepared for us our place. Sing His mercy and His grace. In the light she bright. He prepared for us a place. When we all get to heaven, yes, when we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing. When we all see Jesus, what a day of rejoicing.
Hello viewers. Okay, so we will pause the live until we get to the side. Currently it's raining, and if the in case the live break, as we're not experiencing a good signal at the moment due to rain, so in the case where the live break, I asked to join the new live. Just search for the page New Generation Media